I'm in dinner, and one day I will die. Heck, one day all of us will die. Like me. But the good news is that right now we're all second congratulations for all of us dead. That say now watching on the dead. Please comment for now. You're not dead to me. Anyways, I'm YouTube straight now, but I'm not the main stage now. So breaking news, 39 American presidents have died. Now some of them have been dead for a long time. So in this video we're going to look at every president in American history died. I would argue that being president is the most dangerous job in the world. 18% of them have died on the job. 9% of them were assassinated. In fact, it was a period of about 122 years in which 8 presidents died while in office. Now you can say they tend to be older when they take office. So, and that is a fact, but still, it's no wonder the president seeks suffers on team of thousands to protect them. Oh, and an entire White House medical unit to take on the medical needs. It's a dangerous, stressful job. I mean, just look at those before and after photos. Why most of for a pain like dying on our sleep? Tragically, my American presidents die horrible, extremely painful deaths. Oh, and while you're at this, we might look at the last words of every president. Even them sometimes those last words are like totally not prevented at all. Yeah, and let's go in regular order. Died instead, and when they were actually in office. Just mix it up a bit. But yeah, George Washington, first president, wasn't the first president to die. He likely died of epileptitis, or epileptitis, or the birth of the tongue. Makes food get to your windpipe. But that chiller didn't quite. Just tried bloodletting. He had epilepsy. He had 46 of his blood before he died. He was 67 and his wife still at war. Tis well. The second president who died was Thomas Jefferson. The third president died was John Adams. The second president, and crazy thing, they both died on the exact same day, which is July 4th, 1826, which was the 50th anniversary of the country, and also the 50th anniversary of the country, which they both worked on. Not the Congress. Revolution. That's the lady for a while. So we became Nazis and wrote to each other legally. Jefferson apparently had a slow pinful that was brilliant for his spinal bombs. Actually, caused his death was a very bad infection. I mean, he had urine issues, severe kidney damage. On top of that, he had pneumonia. So that's what I was for. No doctor, nothing more. Although before that, she also said, this is the goal. Jefferson's a hot failure, and it was more sudden. The Jeffersons. Unlike the Jefferson as I house with him, spouse that's included, Thomas Jefferson survives. Jefferson was 83 and Adams was 90. The fourth president also died on July 4th. No joke, Princess James Monroe. The fifth president died from tuberculosis and heart failure exactly 5 years after Jefferson and Adams. 73. His last one is his good friend, James Madison, the fourth president. Was supposed to be I regret I should leave this world without beholding him. There's no son. Said that the Madison was the next president to die almost 5 years after Monroe. On June 28, 1836, he almost died on July 4th too, and his doctors actually tried to take him to take singers to run in his life and said, he also died of heart failure. He was 85. Before he died, he asked him what was wrong. He supposed lied nothing more than my dear, I wish I would have let me down. So yeah, that's what his last was. William Henry Harrison, the sixth president to die, the first to die in office. Just a month into his presidency, he was 68. As a communist talk that turned into pneumonia, but giving a really long speech pushing wear a jacket and chilly weather. Did give a 2-hour speech in this, and he did not wear a jacket on a chilly day. However, he did get sick 3 weeks later, and yes, the official cause was pneumonia. However, experts argue that he actually caught typhoid from bacteria in the water supply. His last words were, "Sir, I wish you would understand the true principles of the government. I will stop coming out. I ask nothing more." Andrew Jackson was the next president that he had survived so much crazy stuff his entire life. Fortunately, his heart failed him on June 8, 1845. He was 78 at the time of his death from edema, which is the buildup of fluids in the body's tissue. His deathbed, his last words were, "What is the matter with my dear children? Have I alarmed you? Oh, do not cry. Be good children, and we all meet in heaven." 3 years later, the 6th president, John Quincy Adams, died from a stroke at the age of 80. And Congress said at his last word, "This is the last of all. I am the content." Future President Abraham Lincoln was there when he died. James Booth died far too young. He was only 53 when he died from cholera from drinking community water. He died over 3 months after leaving office. It's crazy to see how clicky his health drew. Some of those things fascinating. He died with his wife, Stella. That's so good. I love you, Sarah. I'm sorry, I love you. Those were his last words. Next was Zachary Taylor, who was the 2nd president while in office, just a year and a half as a slave. He died from gastroenteritis or gastroenteritis. Most Americans call it the stomach flu for some reason. And missed that big very heavy. That there was poisoned. It was remains in 1991. Could find hope. Taylor's last words were, "I'm about to die. I expect to stop. I regret nothing, but about to leave my friends." Two more presidents died in 1862 at the height of the American Civil War. The first President Taylor in January, and later the 8th President Walter Van Buren in July. No, that's July 4th. From a stroke, he was 71. Shortly before he died, he took a sip of brandy and told his doctor, "I am good." The doctor, "I hope not, sir." Tyler responded, "Perhaps his best." Doctor, "His last words, he's the only president with a Confederate flag instead of the American flag, by the way." Van Buren died from heart failure by bronchial asthma. He was 79. 68 more presidents succeed him in the office. That's still the record. Although if Jimmy Carter sticks around a few years, supposedly his last words were, "There is one night." The next president to die was the first assassinated in office. Abraham Lincoln and his wife and friends were watching a show at Ford's Theater in Washington. John Wilkes Booth came up behind Lincoln, who was in action to the show, and shot him in the head at point blank range. After going in the coma for 8 hours, Lincoln died the next morning. He was 56. I happen to tell you about the assassination. Secretary was pretending to realize this was she won't think anything about it. That was the response to Molly, Lincoln's wife. She asked her what Miss Harris would have answered. He asked her what. Thanking him so much. 10 years later, James Buchanan died from both lesbian leave and romantic doubt. He was 77. So his words were, oh Lord God, oh man, you had that wit. But it seems a little too genetic for me, just saying. Franklin Pierce died the next year from inflammation of the stomach. He had been suffering from careers for several years yet. Anyway, so yeah. They all killed a couple for the life was. And it's even a chorus of the song someone made about it. Tragic. life up. I don't feel. Bill attended the tragedy. Shelley, he died, and then no family members president. That's why we was rash reds. Billy was 64. But when he died, Billy Finman was next. He died with a stroke at the age of 74. His last words supposedly. His last words supposedly were the North Russia's parliament referring to a ball. So far, he just finished. Though I just his last words. It's not this pretending way. The next year, Eddie Justin also died from a stroke. He was 66 and was still an active. Representing Tennessee at the time. He was the almost very past president. Yeah. I remember his last words was, so I'm not spitting with this on this one. James Garfield was the second president to be in office. However, thus perhaps he survived just 4 months into his presidency. A man named Charles Julius Gintor started to come to the Garfield. So what's in the back? What's in the eye? Bang, what is this? Golf shut it up. But those will not be his last words. Sure, Garfield was throwing himself to the cover before he stuck his glue up things. They're trying to get his bullet out. Fingers and toe. They caused a severe infection. 2 months after getting shot, Garfield died from septic shock. His best words were to spread general damage when he said, "Oh, swine, can you stop this? Oh, swine." And most of the people said, indeed, he was just 49. What? Ulysses Grant also had a stroke at 63. He died from throat cancer, suffering from at least a year. His last word was water. What? The next year, Chester Arthur died from a stroke at the age of 57. We don't know his last words. The next president's life, Robert Hayes, after shipping with a heart attack, died from a heart disease at his last word, well, I'm not giving where Lucy is. By the way, Lucy was his beloved wife. Now where was she? I think she was in the bathroom. Whoa, wait, what's that? Oh, heaven! Hayes thought she went to heaven, so he was going to too. I see. Benjamin Harrison next. He got influenza, which then turned into pneumonia. 67. Now his last words make sense to me. They were, "Are the doctors here?" "Well, doctor, my lungs." "Yeah, pneumonia sucks." They died was the third one to be assassinated while in office. That would be William McKinley. So he was president for 4.5 years. So it's named Leon. That's hard to say. What is this? It's CZOLGOSC. So gosh. Sean McKinley's stomach. McKinley was a symbol of the nation. Coming in the days following the shooting, took forever was he ended up dying from gangrene, a severe type of tissue death caused by lack of blood. Do me a favor and don't go on pictures of it. You just did, didn't you, YouTuber? We're going. God will be done. No, those was last words. So responding to his life, Ida, who had said, "I want to go too." 7 years later, Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and 24th president, was the 24th president to pass away. Suffered from a heart attack and died at the age of 71. He had a severe coronary cirrhosis. And it's the full operation. His last words were, "I tried so hard to do what." Me too, Grover. Me too. Teddy Roosevelt was next. His death was a bit of a shocker. On the night of January 5th, 1919, he was struggling to breathe. He saw his doctor, some kind of treatments, and after that, Roosevelt felt better and then went to bed. However, he never woke up. He died in his sleep. His last words were, "Please put out that light, James." He had spoken to his friend, James Amos. The vice president at the time, Thomas Marshall, specifically said, "Don't hesitate, Mr. Sleepy, for we wake, there would have been a fight." Now, Congressman Coswell both thought he was just 60. Ford Harding was the 6th president to die. Office but third to die office of natural causes. He was traveling along the West Coast. He suddenly surged the chest planes after the rubber and traveled down to San Francisco. The big went crap again, and we were gathering at the Palace Hotel on August 2nd, 1923. His wife Florence article about him for this Saturday. After she paused, he told her, "That's good. Rulers, we go on reading some more." Those were his last words. Also, a dramatic heart attack right afterward. He died at the age of just 2.5 years of this presidency. Woodrow died a few months after Harding of a stroke. He was suffering from a severe stroke. His president, they nearly killed him then. And when he was put before a nearly blind because of it. Supposedly his last words were, "Machinery is broken, I am ready." Today, the only president buried within Washington, D.C. It was William Taft. Taft stood as the heaviest president in American history. His final years, significant effort, shaped eating healthier foods to lose around 100 pounds. He also looks like he died as cheese. So in the 1920s, he died. He had inflation and heart disease when he was 72. We don't know his last words. Robert Greenwich died of attack at the age of 60. His death was sudden than expected. Apparently his last words were, "Good morning, Robert. Robert." We're working on his house. Franklin Roosevelt was the 7th president in office, but that was when he'd been re-elected for a 4th time. When he died at the age of 60, supposedly from a stroke, he had been in office more than 12 years. Last supposedly since some cause was melanoma, a type of skin cancer. His last words were, "I have a terrific headache." Next to die was John F. Kennedy, the most recent president to die in office and 4th assassinated. His death automatically became the most famous death of all the presidents. Now you can see it shot live and see footage of it. He died from gunshot wounds, and it was dramatic in the front of like the entire world as he paraded through the Plaza in Dallas, Texas on November 27th, 1963. Now, we're not going to get to the ridiculed JFK. Now, according to one comment, most responsible was Lee Harvey Oswald, who was murdered himself just 3 days later. Public opinions said that most Americans still don't believe the official version of truth about what we went down with JFK's death. His last words were, "No, you certainly can't." According to Melanie Connolly, the wife of the Texas Governor John Connolly, she had said before that, "You surely can't say that the people at Dallas have a getting nice work." Said President at age 46, John F. Kennedy was the youngest president to die in American history. B. Herbert Hoover died the next year. He had several health problems. The last couple of his life, but especially because this was massive true bleeding. We don't know his last words, but he did live to the old age of 90. A pretty good run there, Hoover. Yeah, the Cribs paper next visit was to Dwight D. Eisenhower's house. He died from heart failure. Some of the heart attack. His last words supposed to be, "I will take go. Lord, take me." Harry Truman was the next to die. His organs Blood pressure was extremely low. After suffering severe pneumonia, he was 88. We don't know his last words. Lyndon Johnson died less than a month after Truman. This was Sir President is about 10 years after Truman left office. LBJ, who smoked heavily, died from a heart attack at the age of 64. His last words were, "Send Mike immediately." Mike was a text range. By the time Mike arrived, Johnson was already dead. The next president would have died until more than 21 years later. That would be Richard Nixon. Died from a stroke at the age. His last word makes a lot of sense to me. It was, "Help." What? Ronald Reagan was the next president to die, dying from pneumonia. Alzheimer's disease, which he first designed in 1994 as Alzheimer's disease. Reagan nearly became the fifth president assassinated while first survived a gunshot wound back in 1981. We don't know Reagan's last words, but he was 93. 2 years later, Gerald Ford, officially of Asperger's disease and difficult diagnosis. Okay, look, he had heart issues, okay? He was also 93, and we also don't know his last words. And finally, the most recent president to die was George H.W. Bush, who died of Parkinson's disease about the year 2018. He was 94, so the longest lived American president, but now that decision is now held by Jimmy Carter. Bush's son, George W. Bush, who said was a president, reported that "I love you too." In conclusion, you may have American presidents have lived long lives, even though it's supposed to be the most dangerous job in the United States. It's a longer than imagine American. But at 1860, which is 39.4, there's so many children dying back then. Presidents loved to ask for something who put one, but remember that goes all back to 1797. Many of our presidents who died of natural causes. Long. 50 years, the average lifespan of presidents goes up to 85.5. Please look at the 6 presidents who are still alive. They're all. Especially the unfortunate Jimmy Carter, who is currently 97 years young. And when we have the current president, Joe Biden, the most soon in office, he was already the oldest president in American history. He recently turned 79. And yep, he's really expressed his ready for re-election, even though he turned 82 when it happened. Sasha died. Congratulations for staying alive. The whole video. Remember, most presidents die because of heart failure or stroke. Video. It's just blood pressure. Oh, and don't forget both your safety harness. This, yeah. Why was I not in the video? Oh, yeah, I was in the video. Pizza poop. I'm no pizza poop. Make sure to subscribe to cover more of our videos. And make sure to like this video if you thought you're not asking Boeing State. Hi, I'm not the Boeing State, liar. And make sure to like this video if you thought this video was awesome and cool. And not at the hole. What? Guys, comment Montana or Wyoming. Don't comment at the hole. If you comment at the hole, then you are the meanest in the world. If you comment Medina or Wyoming, you're not the meanest in the world. Look, it's pizza poop. Ah, no. Let's end this.